very loud. Copy link. Probably because I was blasting some music in here earlier. So let's mute myself. Wow, very low latency today. So let's see, pop out chats so I can see stuff. Kill that. Whew. Alright. Turn the volume down. Jeez Louise, Samsung. Alright. So, welcome to the Solder Show, where we make really poorly soldered electronics. Today, I'm going to take this phone and pull it apart and make it into microphones. Maybe more than one microphone, because you can make speakers in the microphones if you really want to, with enough, well, exactly the same amount of effort. And then I have this phone too, which is a Spectra phone. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. Spectra phone. Alright, and I think I'm going to try to do the same thing with this, but it's going to be interesting because I'm going to try to see if I can use this cat whatever phone cable. It looks like it's got 1, 2. It's got to have more than 2, right? It's got to have more than 2 cables. But I'm only seeing 2. I might need the magnifying glass on that one. Let's see. Yeah, just 2 connectors, so maybe it'll be really trivial, but that doesn't make any sense considering it has both a speaker and a microphone and some controls. But yeah, I'm only seeing 2 wires in the bottom, so however they did that is pretty magical, I guess. I'm guessing it's going to be less trivial to mess with this phone because it's newer. It's a Spectra phone. It was made in, I don't know, let's see, is there a year somewhere on here? Model number TL4. Date code 9404. I don't know what that means. For customer service, call 1-800-777-5331. Disconnect from wall before disassembling. Okay, yeah, whatever. Anyway, we have this phone for when we really want to scratch our heads. But let's switch cameras and get going. Let's see here, video, pro webcam. Alright, close that little input. Alright, we have this phone. It's from like a, I don't know, some Western Electric rotary phone. Like, I got this handset and the dial you see in my modular in the same eBay package from the same vendor, so hopefully if it's on the same phone. This probably needs like a serious cleaning, so I'll try not to like put this on my mouth until I've wiped it down, but until it works, let's just take it apart. So it's cool because like the bottom cap just like screws off, and then there's this is the microphone, just a probably a carbon microphone or something, I don't know. Part number 1655874. Here you go. For the nerdy and curious. No idea. Made in the USA. I wonder if all of these parts were made in the USA. I would be very surprised if that was the case. Okay, so this thing just slides right out. It just sits in there. It has 2 wires. This cable has 4 wires. So it's already sort of ready to quickly test. I'm guessing the circuitry in here is literally just the other 2 wires going up here, so I'm going to unscrew that side, do some deduction. This thing probably also falls right out. It does, and it's the 2 white wires. So we've got the 2 white wires as a speaker that, I don't know, maybe it'll work, and the red and the black wires as the microphone. So if it's anything like piezos, which it's probably identical in every way, basically, from a high level. Just scooch that back in there. because that means I don't need to do any soldering to test this. I can get that centered in there and put the right cap on. Did I put it on backwards? Oh no. Which one's the ear hole? Which one's the microphone? Usually the microphone's smaller, so I'm assuming this goes here. But I'm not getting any purchase when I do that, so maybe I screwed it up already. Very likely the case. Yeah, this looks like it has more room, so I guess in this case the microphone gets many more holes than the speaker. Yeah, there we go. Now we're talking. Now we're jamming. Cool. Back together. Let's make something to test this, because I've got a mixer here. It is powered on. I need an input for it. Let's see, what are you? You're a stereo thingy. Oh, this will be, I use this to just go to here with the main out. No, we'll use this actually. We'll use the phone's output for the speaker so everyone can hear this nice and loud, including myself. And then I need an unbalanced cable. I don't need one, but it's easier. And I have one right here. Cool, beautiful, orange. Just go bam, line in, and if I turn this on, we should hear some like clicks or something. Yeah. Tempted to lick it, but I'm not going to just yet. I'm going to get some gator clips. And why not? We'll go black to black, red to red, etc. Make it all nice and proper. Connect some things. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. I am seeing lights flicker when I do this, so we are getting some input. It's probably just really low. Hello. Oh, that's rad. There's so much distortion. Ooh. A lot of that's probably coming. Ooh, it's not good. Very robotic. Here, can you hear this? Hello, testing, 1, 2, 3. It's very, very gnarly. That's awesome. So yeah, it needs to go through an amp, probably just because it's, turn you off for a second, probably because it's an old carbon microphone, which I sound like I know what I'm talking about, but I don't. So there's that. In the meantime, this whole thing is brought to you by my addiction to Mountain Dew. Alright, let's try the other two wires. I want to see if we can make sound from the speakers too. Man, that sounded terrible. That was really just an awful microphone. It's going to be awesome. Like, it sounds like a robot right off the bat. Alright, so we've got this hooked back in. Ooh. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, hey, the speaker is a way better microphone. Oh, wait. You know what I'm thinking? Could be wrong, but maybe the speaker is actually the microphone and the microphone is the speaker. Because this sounds pretty good, actually. I mean, it's a little tinny, but like, can you hear the sound pretty good? Here, I'll back away so you mostly hear this, but it's not bad. It's relatively clean signal, just with the yeah, that's pretty cool. A little tinny, love it. Definitely using this as a microphone. Let's see here. We can do the, like, I wish I had that, like, that was easy button, like, so I can be like, that was easy, because really all I need to do is make this pluggable in, plug-inable, But I also wanted to take a look at the guts again, because it doesn't make sense to me right now. So let's point this back at the guts. Take this off. So this is the one that sounded like shit. It does look like a speaker, but speakers and microphones often look very similar. This is a... It's just... Wow, this is November 10th, 1964 is the date on here. And same with the phone, it has a 1964 stamp in there with, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this was, the chassis, the plastic was made in October. So this thing is, it's been around. But I'm also not clear as to why. Yeah, this is clearly a better microphone. So maybe this is supposed to be the microphone. I'm just looking for any indicator for a dum-dum like me. And I could also probably see if I have some other speakers or microphones. I feel like I have one here. Well, here's another speaker. It's about the same size. But different connectors. But I'm curious to see what the speaker sounds like, so let's hook that up while we're screwing around. Alright, I want to connect you, the volume. That. And let's go ahead, yeah, let's do negative, etc. Positive to positive. Then, hello. Oh yeah, I can see the light's moving. Oh yeah, you can hear me with this speaker. So this is a speaker used as a microphone. Alright, I'm talking through a speaker right now. Sick. So that's a cool thing that I always think is neat. Hey, calm down. Alright, so the next step is, I'm not going to use that for anything, is I think I want to make it so that, sort of want an inline switch here, but maybe not. I think I want to use this gnarly cable. It's built into the phone, and I really don't want to, let's carefully put stuff back together real quick. Yeah, that goes here, because I want to dump this out. Come on, buddy. Yeah, I don't really want to mess with the inside of this, like try like drilling that out or mounting stuff in there. Like, I guess there's not much to it. It looks like there's some sort of connector there, and it does wiggle around a fair bit, but that's where this comes in. It's got this like plastic U right there, you can kind of see, and that goes in right, looks like it goes in right in there. I'm not sure how well you can see that, but there's like an indent where the U goes, and that sort of keeps the cable from sliding around, I think. Yeah, once that's in there, this cable won't move. And that's sort of the trick that I want to avoid having to do. Like, I don't want to have to make something if I put my own cable in here that keeps it from wiggling around. I guess I could put I don't know, maybe a 3.5 millimeter jack or something in there. It's not quite enough room if I want to use the original components for a 1/4 inch jack, sadly. Yeah, and I probably should clean all of this, but I'm not going to until I do a bunch of testing. So that leaves me with a conundrum of what cable to make this out of. Thinking of cannibalizing one of my cables in the house, or maybe two. The trick is, how do I switch between these two potential inputs or outputs? That is what I do not know. So I've got switches. None of them are like inline switches. Let's see. could wire it up that basically only needs 3 cables. Like I could figure out which one of these is the negative, and basically then there would just need to be 3 cables, and I could use a regular 2-pole switch. I'm just looking at my buttons and switch collection right now. Let's see, do we have anything cool that doesn't weigh 1,000,000 pounds? It might work for this. Let's see, what do we do? No. Bunch of nope right here. I think I'm gonna have to make something. So let's pull the big box of unloved components over. Big box of unloved components. And in here I have some things like bits of wiring harness, stuff like that. This thingy that probably won't be used ever. Power, this is a power supply for a computer. That's what I'm looking for. It's more of that, this kind of stuff. Hopefully one of them is longer than a foot. Well, not that one. But, they're all so short. There's that. More of that. Let's see, one of you is going to be useful, right? No, not this one. This one's got a spring on it, that's cool. Okay, oh, in case I need more of that. Come on. Oh, hey, there's a dog in here. Boom. Look at this little dog. No idea why that's in there or where it came from. Poor dude. Alright. Here's some fun connectors. Oh, went the wrong direction. Yeah, probably won't use those, but this is some ancient demagnetization thing, I think, because so weird. I don't know, it's made in Japan, it's cool. Anyway, big box of unloved components is not yielding what I want. Wait, I don't want this. Okay, so these I think are all going to be too short. The sheath would be nice. I might pull the bits of sheath off and just use them to keep wires together, because I don't really have any long cable right now. Could go to the hardware store, but where's the fun in that? What do you think? Should I go to the hardware store and get what, 3, I guess a 4 wire, maybe 3 or 4 wire cable? It would be kind of nice, but again, I don't know. I could also dangle some jacks off. I'm hesitant to do a lot of, put much weight on this, because these cables are, well, that was a bad camera angle. These cables are very skinny, very flexible, very old. Gotta delete this video off of YouTube now. Good thing my fly was up. Alright. Okay. I'm going to think about what to do with this phone. In the meantime, let's play with the other phone for a minute. Let's see, what do we got here? I want to unplug this thingy. So my dilemma with this phone is that I would expect this wire to have at least 3 connections because there's both a speaker and a microphone in here. Also, the fun thing about this one, I've already taken it apart once. Let's put it down. You sort of have to carefully pull off this sticker, which I will carefully reattach. When I'm done, there are... Did I forget to put the screws back in? I forget how this works. How did I do this? I did have you apart. Yeah, I think I maybe forgot to put the screws back in. I don't know if I lost them or I put them somewhere else. This plate's not popping out right now. Oh, because it comes off this way. It's one of those snappy dealios. I need a better screwdriver for this. There we go. And that's all you gotta do, and then it's open. Alright, look at that brown circuit board. Shiny and new. Okay, so this is actually an interesting circuit. So it's using 2 wires. They come out and they go... Alright, so I see what I'll do with this one is I'll figure out it's a teeny tiny little microphone. Whichever specific microphone or speaker that I want to use as the microphone, I will wire directly to this socket, and then I can just convert the end of one of these cables, which you can find everywhere, into a TS, probably 1/4 inch, because that's how I roll. I could do 3.5, and then it's ultra flexible if I wanted to jam it in some Eurorack, but I will wait until I have a different cable to make that decision, because I want to hear what it sounds like first. And I'm going to try just being lazy about it. So let's try the speaker first, which hopefully has some labels. Does not, so we're just going to go for it, as one does. Okay, we've got that there. I'm seeing LEDs happy right now. Okay, so testing. Whoa, hello. You can hear me really clearly through the speaker. Ooh, yeah, very clear, very nice audio, beautiful. Basically sounds like I've got a PA system, and it kind of feels like that's what I'm talking into, and that's just wired up directly to the speaker. Gotta remember that there's gonna be some noise when I unplug stuff. Okay, so the second thing I want to do is look for... I'm going to guess red is positive, so I've got this red and purple cable going somewhere, so is there an easy way to get access to that? I think I may have to take you apart, buddy. Because it's kind of tucked in there. I'm not really worried about shorting anything. I do not give a crap about this phone from a, like, using it as a phone perspective, so... Let's take it apart further. Little screw, put you in this little tiny container. I need to clean off my soldering mat. There's like little bits of flux and stuff everywhere. Normally I clean it off like in between major sessions with the vacuum, but I've got all these components up here that I haven't put away, so I've been putting it off, as I do. Okay. I think that's all that holds this piece in, and then we've got to be careful because I don't want to spill the rubbery bits or whatever everywhere. The individual components, they are, like these little buttons are individual, so I'm gonna be very careful. Alright, get you on there nice and solid. Alright, let's see. Do I have a good connection? Probably not. I would guess no. Testing. Okay, I think I do. I just need to turn that up. Hello. Oh. How do I do this without spilling you everywhere? I could just pull them all out, I guess, but maybe a bit of tape can help us. Yeah, I'm just going to replace the whole curly cable. I'm not going to modify this one. I can, but it's too short. So what I'll do is I'll find like a 20-foot curly cable or something, and just put a TS audio jack on one side. This is my attempt to keep shit from falling everywhere when I flip this upside down. Oh no! All right, sorry, tape. We'll use you for something else later. And the reason I'm doing this stuff before the Evil Eye, even though I'm way more stoked about the Evil Eye, is that somebody on EMS was also thinking about doing some phones with the Bunny phone, and I figure maybe I could help them avoid having to do all this discovery, even though it's not too bad. Alright, let's see, do we have... Hello. Testing. I am not hearing anything. Let's take these off for a second. Maybe we should just connect directly to the. Maybe I should just connect directly to the speaker, or I could also strip a little bit of the wire off. That would do it too. I think I had a good connection with the black one, so we'll leave that there. And it looks like I can stay connected there. I don't know why I'm being so cautious about this. It's not like this is precious to me. Alright, testing. I'm getting no response out of this, and it's probably either backwards, so I'll try that. Although it should still work. Testing. Hello. Yeah, no response. So I think I'm going to desolder these and just solder something on there. Alright, let's get to it. And I think this microphone is actually glued on for some reason. The other phone's clearly better build. No issues. Alright, so I want some scrap wire. Let's get something that's already got two colors. This is a bit long. There's one, maybe two. They're a bit long too. I don't want to put that just yet. Hold on. There we go. Second one, wire strippers. Let's do this. I apologize to anyone that stumbles on this expecting actual music, because that's probably not happening until later, if at all. Depends. Last night I was going to stream, I was thinking of streaming an extended, like, director's cut edition of my performance for New York Modular, which I'm still considering doing, just not last night, because I wanted to watch Johnny Mnemonic for the first time, and holy crap, that was worth it. Alright, we've got this. Let's wait for the thing to heat up and drink some Mountain Dew. How you doing, Schmister? I'm doing good. Alright, looks like it's hot. Let's keep going. Here, buddy, let's tin this sucker, and then we will put you just right in place, and hopefully nothing weird will make it funky. I don't know. Okay, let's put the yellow one with the red one. That seems semi-logical to me. Oh wow, that totally got messed up. They have higher temperature solder than I do, and this second one's going to be actually a royal pain to get right, because I have to sort of weave the soldering iron in there. Alright, first try, let's keep going. Alright, now we can hook it up and know we have good connections. Alright, just looking at the peak. Testing, testing, I'm not seeing anything there. Let's flip them and see what happens. So far it's looking like the speaker is going to give us the best audio on both of these. Testing, testing. You know what? I'm just going to fully snip this one because who cares? Just to ensure nothing else funky is going on. It shouldn't be, but... Hello, I'm a microphone. You should be able to hear me. Gain's way up. Nothing. Switch it one more time. Back to how it was. And then we will be giving up and using the speaker as the microphone, which I think it looks even cooler when you're using the speaker as a microphone. So testing, 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 testing. No response at all. Junk. Probably just needs bigger amplifier or something, but I don't care. Moving on. Let's desolder that. These wires, as good as these, deserve to be used elsewhere. Alright, so next what I want to do is those wires. Let's see, I need to run wires from there all the way down somehow. Probably just along the face of this would be fine. Looks like there's plenty of space in there. Or maybe on this side. Yeah, I'll go on this side because there's a lot more space this way. And then, yeah. So, let's remove these junky wires. They're probably fine wires. You did a good job. I answered a lot of calls on this phone when I was a child. If you're wondering, this phone is the Heck family's phone when I was a kid. The Spectra phone. Registered trademark. You know what I could do? It looks like there's a lot of room in here. I almost wonder if I could squeeze in nano or something. So that'll be another further experiment because there's a lot of buttons here that wouldn't be that hard to hijack what they did and turn into a sampler or something. Anywho, one thing at a time. Also, because this thing doesn't work, I could totally put a 1/4" jack right in there, right in, or 3.5 millimeter. Just drill a hole and bolt it in. All right. So next on my list, we've got these wires off. This thing, oh, I can just keep that aside now. So I wanted to test which way sounded better. So right on the right now. Testing, 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 testing. Okay, that sounds pretty good. Let's try it the other way. Probably is identical, which is why the wires are the same. Hello, testing. Oh, I think this might be a little louder. Let me turn down the phones and turn the main mix up, I think, so I can get better peak. Okay, so I'm peaking around 6, just regular talking. And this way I'm also peaking. It doesn't matter, it's identical. Cool. Easy peasy. Turn you off for a second. I'm sorry about all the background noise. I guess I can turn on, in this case, let's clean up the audio a bit. And on, yeah, there we go. That should at least get rid of some of the the heater sounds. Yeah. So Antone is coming out with a tape, I think, of the oh, I'm forgetting the name of the album. It's such a cool album too. Anyway, the album we talked about, like Replicator or something like that too. Anyway, I'm probably going to get that because I only have one tape, or that's not true. I have 2 tapes, 3 tapes. I have a DEF CON tape. I have a Look Mom No Computer tape, and I have a like a Christmas mixtape from like 1995. So I need more variety out here because right now I've played the Look Mom No Computer one so many times that I need some diversity. That's all. It's a good album. So now I need some wires. They don't have to be that long. That is about the length that I want. And the trick here is, I think I'm going to snip these wires just long enough to where I could see where they were soldered on there, even though it doesn't matter. It makes me feel better. Same with these ones. They'll just be in the way, I guess. Let's see. I'll probably tape over the ends of them. But don't need these anymore. I think I'm just going to completely remove these 2. You did a good job. Thank you for all of your service. Going in the trash. Okay, so I've got a wire there that'll probably be the right length. Oh my gosh, if this one's exactly the same length, wouldn't that be a great coincidence? Oh, it's slightly longer, even better. So it needs to, with this mounted here-ish, go up and over and then down. So the black one is exactly the right size. I think the yellow wire is just a hair too small. Luckily, I've got another one right here. Cool. This is going very well. Much smoother than I anticipated. Next thing I want to do is, I think I want to put this back on. I can't remember which way around this goes, but this will help me with that, I think. Something like that. Is there a lock-in anywhere? Oh, I think it goes, yeah, okay, I think it goes this way because there's a groove there, which I think locks it in. Let's see, where, right around there. Is that right? Does that look right? Is there any reason why it couldn't go the other way? I don't think so. Wow, that just wasn't in there very good. That's kind of funny. Just sort of can wiggle around fine, however it wants. Oh, that holds it in. Okay. That's what clamps it. Okay, cool. Cool beans. Let's strip these super tiny wires. So I don't feel like searching up connectors. I think you're smaller than this, so that's not going to do shit. Yeah. This is where I go to these buddies. And I'm pretty sure these are stranded core, which is great news. So it means I don't have as much risk of like cutting or damaging the wire when I'm doing this. But dang, is that rubber really tough on these. Alright, there's one. It is stranded. Beautiful. Stranded and silver in color. Great. Alright. This is a really lame way to do things, but again, I'm not really sure the best way to like get a wire into this. Yeah, no idea. So I'm gonna do that. While I have this open, I am gonna bend these so they're nice and where they're supposed to be, instead of all janky from years of abuse. Okay, that should be good. Good as new. Let's grab the helping hand and tin these real quick. Ultra fast. Ooh, that is really bright sound. Or loud. Loud is the word I was looking for. Whew, should have turned this on. I just realized I have no idea where my cell phone is, so I'm going to have to go here in a second to go find it. But in the meantime, let's check my messages. Alright, so this is ready to go. Maybe I'll leave this in here for a second. Then I'm going to solder you on, buddy. And it doesn't matter which one goes where, just that they're connected nicely. I probably should have twisted them together, but I'm just going to do this because I'm lazy. It'll do the trick. And I'm going to do the same thing with the black wire. Cool. Now there's one wire, and I'll get my where are they? Shrink tubing. Tube it up. Use the smaller gauge, and why not? I don't think I use this size that often, so no sense in being precious with it. I think they just get scattered around because of it. I've dropped it a few times. All right, shrink tube. It's quiet today. I thought more people would be on streaming, but I guess not. Probably because Forrestine is jamming right now, getting ready for a live performance for Saturday Night Synthesis tonight, which I may try to drop in on. Depends on what I'm doing. All right, fire. Let's get that on camera. All right. Maybe not point at my fingers. All right, let's flip it. Do the other side. And then what I'm going to do is test the cable in a second. That was probably too hot there. That's okay. Looks good. Good enough. All right, you can go away for a minute. All right, Spectraphone 2000. I should add some numbers to this one because it's like way cooler than the original. Yeah, Spectrophone, something. Let's put you down again. You know what? Maybe I will jack up this wire because it's not like it's precious, and it'll be a good test. And I'll get to play with it sooner. So, yeah, let's do that. I'm convinced. It is just a 2-wire cable, which is amazing. It can be a 4-wire cable, but in this case it's only 2. I don't understand how that works with all of this stuff going on, but it does. So cool. I'm going to cut that real short, real quick. Thinking about it, it's really just a label. Geez. I don't like dropping wire on the ground and just leaving it because sometimes I wander around here barefoot and I've ended up with like various things inside of my feet that aren't supposed to be inside of my feet. Okay, so we've got this jack all connected. I think the next step is to probably put this back on. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So thank you, masking tape. I'm going to put you someplace where I can reuse you, assuming it doesn't tear too much. Oh, don't want to take the buttons with me. The point was to not have to put buttons back in. Okay. I guess I could rearrange the buttons too if I wanted to. The number version of Dvorak. I wonder what that would look like. A keypad where the numbers are organized, or I guess it would be more like Colmac in this case, where the numbers are organized by frequency of use rather than by order of number. Getting real nerdy today, as usual. I think next week's What the Heck is going to have to go back to like still being nerdy, but like keep it pretty high level because we went really in the weeds this time, and it was great. But I don't want to lose people because of us nerding out too hard. All right, I should have taken pictures of where things are. I'm assuming this is where it goes because it sort of lines up, and there's sort of a gap where those bits are. Let's see, let's line that up. Okay, I think that lines up. So it's going to go here ish, and then when I flip it over, it'll go in there. What's interesting, oh, that's too high. One row too high. Should be around there. Yeah. Are things lining up? Oh yeah, the little holes there line up perfectly. That's good. Then I flip this over, put this on there. And that only really goes one way. Put the screws back in, and here we go. Fire. Is there a fire? Hope there's not a fire. Let me know if there's a fire in the comments. Oh, you're talking about the heat shrink, yeah. Luckily, I am safety minded. I have a fire extinguisher from like 1995 in here. Probably doesn't do anything, but I have it. All right, so we basically removed any need for this circuit board. I just put it back in so the buttons are still like pushy buttons. This phone was kind of interesting though. I did hook it up before this, and it's got a setting that's kind of cool. If I put this over here, you can see it's got pulse and tone, so it can make the pulses that are effectively output by my dial, my phone dial. But I've already got that functionality, so I don't need that here. So that's why I just want to use this as a microphone or a spectrophone to listen to ghosts or other spectral denizens. Oh yeah, here. Let's get some masking tape. Just the tiniest bit of masking tape, just to keep these two from causing any mayhem while they're tucked in here. Yeah, there we go, nice and tucked. All right, out of the way. Next, solder this on and see what happens. It didn't matter, so we're just gonna go for it. I might shorten them to be the same length though. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, back to the bits pile. Let's strip you. Yeah, I got that now. I was just like, what? I hope there's not a fire on camera that I'm not aware of. And we're gonna risk burning my fingers just so that I can be lazy. Nice. Smoke for sure. Let's turn the fan on. Jeez. Yeah, we're gonna use the really old solder. Why not? What's the worst that could happen? Let's make sure this is lined about how I want it. Okay. So black wire on the right for some reason. This is like way more serious solder than I usually use. Like its melting temperature is a bit higher than what I use. Alright, but it should work even though it's old. Probably should remove it and put new solder in, but I don't care. Alright, now let's test this thing. Let's see, which side of this wire looks the least mangled? That one's pretty mangled. This one looks pretty decent, actually. Actually, I'm going to test the connection before I do anything else. Yeah, let's test the connection somehow. Let's just do multimeter beep test. I might actually need to... Well, I think these will jab in there just fine. Okay. So those aren't touching each other. Okay, let's get the other one, the other side. If only I had some sort of helping hand for this. I think the cable's fine. And the reason I tested, because if I like chopped this bit off or something and it turns out this connector was too mangled to be used, that would have been a bummer. But I think they're both equally mediocre, so I'm going to chop this end off because it's slightly more borked from years of twisting it and making calls. Okay. Oh, it's so messed up. Okay. Yeah, it looks like it's been pinched a few times, so I'm just gonna chop it. Goodbye, friend. Going in the weird part pile. Alright, now the question is, how do I strip this nicely? Don't need much, maybe like there. Oh, first try. No idea where that went, but that's okay. It looks like those sleeves are still attached. Yeah, cool. That worked beautifully. Oh, hey, what's going on there? Oh, what a weird... Maybe not as beautifully as I hoped, but it will work. I just got to keep these short and separated. Alright, we need a jack socket or something. No, it's not a jack socket. Quarter-inch jack. Yes, the ultimate jack. Quarter-inch. Superior in every way. Better sound quality. More functional, full of shit. Come on, buddy. Ugh. Curly cables are the worst. Alright, that's on there. Now what I need to do is like isolate these somehow. This is probably going to involve some tape. There's like fiber wrapped around these. Couldn't tell you. I think I'm going to get the helping hand and try to sort of tin slash make these solid. I have no idea where I put this. There it is. And I don't need you in front of me right now. Okay. Let's figure this out, buddy. Alright. So, just to make sure I haven't crossed anything poorly. Yeah, that'll probably work. I'm glad I had that just lying there, burning itself. Oh, hey, Forrestine. Oh, yeah, let's turn this on because I'm pretty sure this is, like, very unhealthy. Alright, next thing I need to do is use the other helping hand to essentially tin the jack. I like to have it fairly level. There we go, fair amount there. Now I can't touch any part of it. So I flip it around with the, come on, bud. That's, alright, tinned, ready to go. Now let's put you on you somehow. Watch out for asbestos. This cable's not old enough for asbestos, but yeah, definitely do watch out for asbestos. This one's only about, I want to say this cable's like 90s, somewhere in there. And out of habit, I usually, I need to, for whatever reason, these jacks that I got from Tata, they're like super cheapo. I have to like bend these open every time, which is super annoying, but whatever, you get what you pay for sometimes. Okay, maybe that's connected. Now let's flip you so I can see. Ugh, almost. thin wire is the worst. There's no resistance at all to like bending. This definitely feels like something that's going to fall apart. All right, let's test it. Let's see if things connect properly using the beep test. I want to hear beeps, but only when I'm connecting the right things, the correct things. So, all right, you hold this for me. Thank you. Thank you, helping hand. Let's see, did I do it or did I not? Oh, it doesn't seem like a great connection. Well, hold on. It would help if I had it set to the right setting. Should work. All right, so now, if everything goes smoothly, I can connect this to this. And this, I'm just gonna do this. Why not? And I should be able to talk, and it works. It works. You can hear me now. Oh, too loud. But yeah, the phone is working. Ha ha. Uh-oh, I broke something somewhere. Now it's just feedbacking. Oh, because this broke off. Yeah, that'll do it. Let's pull you out of there, my friend, and get you more solid on there. Yeah, it broke exactly where I thought it might break. So that's cool. Not really sure what to do about that. Oh, both of them broke. Okay then. Let's move you further back and figure out how to make this cable not suck. I think I'm gonna want more cable though, so let's take this and cut off another chunk. Not cut, but you know what I'm saying. Cut the rubber just a little bit, and then what I'll do is I'll take pliers that are apparently attached to everything over there and rip it off. Yeah, just to get cleaner cables. So these actually look a lot better now. What I'll do is I'll then strip them, because I don't have a stripper that small. I've got to just sort of like do this or use my teeth, and I'm probably not going to use my teeth because I like my teeth. Actually, I'm going to cut these both shorter. Okay, that's shorter. Maybe this should be one more section longer, just for more sturdiness. This is not exactly the ideal situation in terms of wiring. I may end up doing something different. All right, it's looking okay. All right, now I'm going to get the sharp ones. Try stripping. Okay. Now we have a good amount of wire that I can twist up, hopefully. will be stronger than just like a single wire, which is probably what it was before, which is why they broke. At least that's the theory. Man, small wires suck. 1/4 inch for life. Alright, did I get this one far enough back? I think so. I think these are all attached still. Alright, let's tin some wire and pinch my thumb in the process. So the good news is we had it working. The bad news is we had it working and it no longer works. But it will. Oh, geez. Big old puff of gnarly. Alright, I think it's good enough to be able to put the jack back on. You like to make asbestos jokes. Well, asbestos is no joke. Let's do it the other way, because let go, help me. Ow. Alright, let's try this again. So you're slightly longer, you'll go on the bottom. Maybe you'll survive. Okay, good. Yeah, I'll rotate it, try not to burn my fingers. But it was working. So it may indeed work again. Yeah, it worked flawlessly for like me, just long enough for me to be like, it works, and then it didn't work again. All right, let's try this again. I don't know if it'll help, but I'm gonna just assume it's on correctly. And make an ass out of, who was it? Woke Ass Messiah or somebody. I forget who you make an ass out of, but actually let's do something different. Let's fold this under, which is probably really bad, but I have a lot more cable, so. But I'm going to use this to hold this on, these little clampy things to hold the wire on, instead of just the little thin tips, so that maybe, yeah, there's not as much pressure there. So let's try it. We hear a lot of noise, we know I fucked up. No noise. Oh, there we go. And we're back. Oh, there we go. And we're back. Yeah. It works like a charm. It's a little ringy because there's some feedback happening. Also, yeah. I couldn't help it. But yeah, I'm talking into the speaker actually, not the microphone. But it has pretty good audio, so good enough. Okay, I'm gonna put this thing together. All right. Yeah, it sounds pretty good. Like, and again, I'm using the speaker, not the microphone, as the I'm using the speaker as the microphone, because they're actually very similar components. Let's see. I think I want a little bit of electrical tape. Where'd I put that? Just to like tape some stuff down. Well, find a cool phone or a phone that you're adequately inspired by, and we can make stuff happen. I will trade you for a PCB. All right. Let's see here. This goes here. This just should snap right on once I've got it all there. Something's not right here. What am I doing wrong? Did I break something on this? I don't think so. Stay. Okay, tiny screwdriver, help me out, buddy. Well, it doesn't want to stay too good, but it's probably fine. Besides, this will hold it together, right? As long as I never unplug this cord. And now, I can be like Battlestar Galactica, where you hold the phone upside down, but this time it actually has a purpose. So let's again, here we go. It's working, it sounds pretty good. Hey, would Forrestine please report to the principal's office? That's exactly what this sounds like. It just sounds like a PA at a cafeteria or something. It is the best. Yup. And it's gross that I'm putting my mouth where people's ears were, but they're people I know. It was my family and probably me, so it's not as bad, but still. Alright, back to the other phone, because this one works perfectly. Spectra phone. Oh, let's put the sticker back on. Feedback. Alright. Line you back up. And it's kind of a heavy duty sticker too. I don't know if it'll stay on its own or if I need to like put some glue in, but for now I'm just going to do that and get something pseudo, I guess I'll just use my fingers, sort of like push it down a bit. Alright, not going anywhere. Alright, let's zoom in. The Spectra phone. Sick. Oh yeah, I guess I don't have my limiter on. I'm sorry. Apologize for your ears. And it's already, like, the end of it's already fucked up. It's pre-fucked up. Oh, jeez. Curly cables are always the worst. Okay. Okay. Good as new. Look at that. Perfect. Nice and straight. Ish. Alright, we've got Spectra phones. Now let's go for the cooler one. That one is finished. I do want to get a longer cable for it, but in the meantime, let's pull this buddy back out. I'm not really sure what to do with this one because, again, the cable's sort of baked in. Let's see, this beautiful Western Electric something or another. And also with this one, the speaker sounded way better than the microphone, so that's probably the one I like the most. Like, this one's a lot simpler because it's got the wires already hanging out the bottom, ready to be bolted onto something. So if I just clip these in any particular direction, apparently, doesn't matter. Just make sure it's a good connection, and then I plug this buddy in. We should have, let's see, turn this up. Ooh. Testing. Yeah, this one works pretty good too, and it sounds very similar, but it's a lot more sensitive to like feedback. It's also very ringy. So that's what this speaker sounds like. Again, talking through the speaker of a stranger's phone. Let's talk through the microphone and see what that sounds like again. I apologize, that was not on purpose this time. Alright, red to red, black to black. And this one I have to crank up pretty loud, but I sound very robot. Let me turn it up. Hello, can you hear me? This is what this one sounds like through the microphone. Hello. It's real loud. Yeah, PCB tray. Yeah, I really like this. It's not really that easy to hear what's happening, but it sounds very vocodery, so I feel the vocoder side of that. So what I'm debating doing is soldering the black wire. Try not to make you sick. Soldering the black wire to one of the white wires, and then these wires would remain separate, and then I would put them on a dual pole toggle like one of these, so I can switch between them. But I don't know a good way to do this where there's not like a toggle dangling from the wires. Actually, I think I'd need a dual pole. Wait, right, let me think. The ground can always be connected, right? Yeah, so these would be connected and then one wire would come off. These would be connected to another wire. Yeah, so that might work. Something like that. And then a third wire would come off, and then I could switch between the two microphones. How are you so far behind? I'm sorry, you're so far behind. But I'm pretty happy with how this is sounding, actually. Let's see, I'm sorry, it's getting loose. What if everything was wires? That would just be a mess. But I think I need a switch that's sort of an inline switch. Something that sort of holds these wires tightly. Otherwise, I can make like you don't want too much weight hanging down from the phone. I think I guess it doesn't matter too much, but like the instrument cables already weigh enough. Yeah, I wonder. I've still got to find a use for this switch that I pulled off of a light thing. I'm up to date for the moment. That's cool. I'm glad you're back up to date. I'm just sort of looking and wondering what I should do here. I'm going to go back and look at my buttons and stuff again, just to maybe something will jump out as a solution. No. Not enough poles. You are too many poles. You might work. Yeah, maybe this thing could work. Because it's got, yeah, this could be perfect. Cool, so I've got this itty bitty little switch right here. Not as cool as a toggle, but the cool thing about this one is that it's got like a front plate where I can, let's put my hand there. It's got a front plate where I can use screws to attach it to something, which means I can sort of make my own inline switch using, I don't know, something. So keep looking for stuff. Let's get that box of components back up here again. But I won't forget to switch the camera angle this time. Big box of unloved components. There you go, right there. Yeah, let's screw it up. Like, I've got pieces of aluminum. If you're wondering where this is from, right here. It's from the game Operation, which I think I combined the game of Operation with an AT-AT from Star Wars, but I no longer remember. So there's that. Oh, I'm touching a very high voltage component. Did not get shocked, so that's lucky. Yeah. Keep on holding on to it. I'm just looking for cool things that I can maybe mold to my will. There's an old darknet backplate that was not made correctly. Ooh, speakers, aka also microphones. Here's the operation thingy that I took out. This piece. I guess I never glued it into the AT-AT. That's somewhere else, I guess. Another project for another time. Ooh, you know what would work really well? Let's see, tell me I still have this thing sitting around here. It's been in my way for like months, and now I'm not going to be able to find it. Where are you, buddy? I know it exists. It exists. Where are you? Come on. Be around here somewhere. No, where? No. Coming up Millhouse right now. Is that the right use of that? Where the hell did I put that thing? I know you exist. I did not throw you away. Where are you? Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Alright, so, because it's going to take me a minute. What I'm looking for is this, like the teeny tiny Altoids tin, so that's what I'm looking for. Because I think the Altoids tin could be a really nice inline switch. If I can find it. Hello, are you here somewhere? No. Oh, there's an Altoids tin. It's not tiny. But I want the tiny one. Oh, hell yeah, Tic Tac. Still not what I want, though. Altoids tin, where are you, buddy? Altoids tin. Come on. Couldn't have put it that far away. Let's see. Where would I put this in? Not in there. Empty. Could use that. Too big. Here's my bass box. Not what I'm looking for. No. Alright, well, I guess I give up on that for now. There's the other Altoids things, but yeah. Vomiting blood. Oh my god. Go to a doctor. Don't vomit blood. If you vomit blood, talk to a doctor. Immediately. Alright. New plan. Let's find something else. Something small, boxy, containery. And you know what I could also do? I have this. Let's change the camera angle. I have this small pedal enclosure. I could just run 4 wires down to this, have a pedal button, and then like when I wanted to switch, which microphone it is, I could use it as a foot pedal, but I think that's too clunky. On the one hand, it would be really easy to put a jack right there. On the other, it would be kind of clunky. I don't know. I want to think about that one for a minute. I'm not using it for anything. I've also got a much bigger one, but let's see, how far can this stretch? I'm running 4 cables. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, good. I'm glad you weren't recently vomiting blood. You know what? I don't know what to do here. I could also, alternatively, I could take these and go get like a sort of heavy duty cable to attach these all to and shrink wrap the crap out of. And then have that cable have 2 jacks on the end of it, or a switch on the end of it. Like a mid-air jack isn't, or mid-air switch isn't really what I want, but it means running to the store, which means human contact. So that'll be a last resort. What else do we got in here? Some cooling. All right. Fun thing, look at the size of these capacitors. For reference, here is my hand. Gigantic. And I know they're not even the biggest that capacitors get, but where did I put that thing? I really want this right now. That is about rummaging through a garage to find some random piece of thing that might work. Tumblr.com. I could make it a button. Oh, hey, you know what? This might work perfectly. It's smaller than the Altoids, but it's large enough to work with. It was a container for a screen. I could mount, run some wires, drill some hole, run some wires in and out of it, and have the switch mounted like here or something. So there's a thought. Let's move some of this junk out of my way. Sorry, Altoids, not today. But I feel like I'm on a track for something, so we need to drill a hole somehow for that. Yeah, rectangle holes, the best. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is measure, which I would be able to do easily. Nice caps. Oh, the capacitors. You are a few minutes behind. What's going on? I wonder if it's me. I'm just talking too fast. On the other hand, I still like the foot pedal idea, sort of. because then I could just wire this down into the foot pedal, and then I could switch between robot and not robot with my foot. But that's kind of an expensive switch. The foot pedal switches are not cheap. That's a unique part I've never seen before. The, like, piece of metal on the wire. Interesting. Yeah, I'm stuck. I want to use this, but I want to do it right because I think this one's going to be like the primary go-to because I can sound like a robot. I could also... How's that? I think this might be... Let's take it apart again. So I don't know if Forrestine's seen all of this. Ooh, almost got real wet right there. That little box is pretty handy. Yeah, it was for a little screen that's used right here actually. It's for this little screen that I use for my Eurorack cable checker thingy. Teeny tiny little screen. All right, see you later, Forrestine. Definitely fire me a ping so I don't forget the thingy later. I'm just trying to figure out how... Yeah, I think this is all one piece. It just looks like it wasn't. Yeah, it's all one piece. So I can't get access in here because that would be a perfect place for a switch, is right on the spine somewhere, so I could like... But I don't think that is a feasible option. Yeah. So that's right out of the question. I don't think this should be in music, bro. Yeah, normally it is in music, DJ Hakari, but I'm probably not going to recategorize every single thing I do every time. So I'm sorry, it's not music, bro. But if you look at my past videos, some of them are pretty music. Pretty intense music. Except for last night, that was pretty mellow. But yeah, wait, how is this not music? I'm making literal musical instruments out of crappy stuff. Like, what are you talking about? You're just a hater. So since you're coming in late, what I'm doing is taking old phones and turning them into microphones because you get some pretty cool... you know what, I'll just show you. So if I put this back in here properly, put this, which one of these? Yeah, this one. Screw this on here. You can see that this crappy 1960-something phone sounds pretty cool. All right. Testing. Ooh, too loud. There we go. So this sort of sounds like cafeteria on one end of it when I'm talking into the speaker. Yeah. Lots of ringing. I connect it to the microphone. I get robot voice. No idea why. Pretty sure something's messed up there, but robot voice is rad too. All right. Now I can sound like a robot, which will be pretty awesome when I'm doing some like serious like metal synthesizer shit. So that's what I'm doing here. And I'm not even gonna, I think I'm done with this. Next thing. You should join later. I might be streaming some cool shit later. You'll see. Alright. Evil Eye sequencer. Should I start on that or not? What time is it? 3. Maybe I'll just go do music instead. Because I don't really feel like drilling, and I think I want to start with drilling because I just printed out these drill templates for the Evil Eye sequencer, which will be a sick-ass, giant fucking Cosmo sequencer with this PCB, and it'll look evil as shit because it'll be like big old cool stuff. Oh no, you got a little damage there, but that's okay. I hope. Yeah, hopefully all the traces are still good. If not, that corner got jacked in shipping, but that's okay. All right, I think I'm going to call this stream for now. I have one of the two phones working. I'll probably show that on the stream, and then I think I'm going to stream for the next couple hours some long form New York modular tracks and maybe some new stuff. It's going to get heavy. That should make DJ Hakari happy. Maybe not, I don't know. All right, let's see, that can go away, that can go away. Have a good one, everybody. I am gonna go make some really aggressive sounding electronic synthesizer music. I might even put on the bass vest because there's some sick kicks in there.